All right, so you guys already heard about my story of why I decided to lift weights. That, yeah, I just wanted to be big and strong, yada, yada, yada. But how did I progress my early years? How did I become superhuman strong? How did I get a lot of muscle? Well, I was a natty. I didn't have a lick of strength or a lick of muscle, but I did all the power lifts, I did overhead press, and I did calisthenics. I did a lot of research. Then I just got pretty impressive early. But that wasn't enough. Do you know why it wasn't enough? Because I was comparing myself to the all time world record holders who took steroids, who were untested. I compared myself to the Mr. Olympias and all the best bodybuilders. So, me as a natty, I knowing these people take drugs, knowing these people are not natural, I wanted to keep up. I wanted to hold my own, and I wanted to eventually catch up and surpass them as an addy, knowing these people take steroids, and knowing these people it's impossible to do naturally. But I didn't let that stop me, and I was like, okay, I kind of had this grander type of thinking that, all right, I'm natural. I don't use performance enhancing drugs or steroids, but I could push to a high level. I could do I could do so-called borderline unnatural strength, unnatural muscle. And fast forward, compare myself to all the crazy juice people hitting these big lifts, steroid muscle. I didn't say, oh, I'm natural. I'm going to be a small natty. I'm going to be a weak natty. I just said, you know what? I could catch up to them. I could do my best. I could get better each time. Fast forward, and I did exactly that. I blew past every expectation a natural should be lifting or a natural muscle mass a natural should have. I blew all past that. And I started as a skinny, weak guy starting out. And I just did a complete 360 to the extent that everyone thinks I have good genetics. But fast forward to today, you would say, all right, all these people, like the USAPL, the IPF, the champions, the teenagers, the junior lifters, and the open, I won't hang with them. In fact, I would probably place last for my weight class. And weight classes before that will out total me and outlift me in any lift. You could say sumo, conventional, whatever. They'll still out total me. They're that much better. And it's not a big part of the population that go to the gym or a big part of the population that compete. But that's what you focus on. And within the people who are probably 100 pounds to 50 pounds lighter than me, out totaling me, out lifting me, who are supposedly natural, some of them are. Within those ones, there are still people better than them. Well, and with that being said, I just did. I was like, you know what? I could outlift everyone on steroids. I could catch up. I could hold my own, and I ended up doing it for my time. I ended up hitting lifts most steroid lifters won't hit. I ended up having a muscle mass and physique most steroid lifters don't have. And I ended up winning meets that are both tested and untested, out totaling everybody, out lifting people in most of my lifts. Sometimes I'm like the last flight in the powerlifting. And even in my testing meets, some of them definitely were using, but they were beating the system. But I was still out totaling them, out deadlifting them, out squatting them. In some cases, out benching them. Like my first ever powerlifting meet in 2015, I outlifted everybody, except with the exception of one person or a few who outbenched me because I didn't bench. Well, but with that being said, I already made my point. I'm not gonna say it again. And another question. That was answered. All right. I am 15 years in this. Actually, not 15. Almost 17 years into my lifting journey. 17 years from May 2006. From May 2013, it would be 17 years, which is more than half my life. I'll be 31 in less than 2 months. So, since I was 14, this was my lifestyle. And I was just reading magazines since I was 12 years old in 7th grade, looking at the freaks and the bodybuilding. Before I even knew what powerlifting was, it was like, wow, Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, Branch Warren, and all those other freaks. I was like, these people look so cartoonish. These people look like Hulks, just insanely big muscles you almost never see in real life that are not achievable. And the veins just they look abnormal. But to me, I cared about being strong. I cared about being strong in school, so no one would beat me up and stuff. So I was like, okay, I'll never achieve that, but these are people who lift so much weight. And I didn't even know what any exercise was beside maybe curls, push ups, pull ups. But I was like, that's all the strong people, bodybuilders. I didn't even know what powerlifting was at that point. I only knew bodybuilding. And then eventually I knew WWE. I mean, I knew football players, I knew sports, but I didn't see them as strong people. I just saw them as athletes. And then when I was a freshman in high school, I saw World's Strongest Man. I was like, okay, bodybuilders and World's Strongest Man, who is stronger? Those are the strong people. Mariusz Pudzianowski, Phil Pfister, Zydrunas Savickas, and then the rest of those people. Mikhail Kokayev, and just a lot of people. And Kevin Nee, who was the young, strong guy. He just disappeared. And what else was I gonna say? And I saw early YouTube videos where the YouTube videos were just random kids in high school or random kids in college or just random lifters, bodybuilders, just doing clips of them lifting something cartoonish or something heavy for a kid your age. And you're like, oh wow, that person's strong. I aspire to be that. How could I ever do that? I can't do that. So I was looking at videos like that, like trying to make goals to keep up. And then, of course, early research, forums, magazines, articles to see how I can train, see what I could do to get stronger and build muscle, stuff like that. And fast forward to recently. All right, I'm past my prime. I have injuries. And everyone's like, oh, Strong Toby is going to come back. No, he's not, dog. Strong Toby is kaput. I mean, I'm still pretty strong, but you're not going to see me lifting crazy numbers anymore. I mean, I'll still be pretty strong, but you're not going to see, like, when my road to 800 deadlift. My body is beat up. And you're not going to see those stuff. Because the risk to reward, I'm not willing to get fatter to hit those numbers anymore until I say otherwise. But fat and strong, no. And even building muscle and strong, no. I'm at the age where I still care about lifting. I want to lift forever, but my priorities are not getting as strong as possible. I have other priorities now at my age, you know? I have to move on from life and still keep lifting as a hobby, still want to be able to have good enough muscle to look good, still lift respectable weights, and be strong when I see fit, you know? But the super strong, risking injury all the time, that comes and goes, and that's not sustainable. But why do I keep doing this? Because this is something, lifting is something, I'm living the dream pretty much. Lifting is something I wanted to do as a child. I wanted to have big muscles everywhere, look like a pseudo bodybuilder without actually looking like a bodybuilder, just being built, looking good. And I achieved that. and being strong at every lift. I achieved that, and that's been the goal. And I'm achieving that every day. I don't want it taken away from me because I'm just so called never satisfied with my lifts, or just risk injury, or get too fat, or whatever. Even not getting fat, just risking injury all the time and effort it takes to get that strong. I'm not saying I'm not going to get super strong again, but it's not an all the time thing. Everything takes time. And that's another point somebody in my comments in my previous video, I say you check it out, about yeah, I'm in the point where I'm almost 20 years in, past 10 years, where the natural gains come very slow. And yeah, natural gains come extremely slow. What keeps me motivated to continue to train and not say, you know what, gains are coming slow, gains are going to slow down. Why, I could just take steroids or TRT or HRT and continue to make gains, continue to be better. Or I could just give up completely because I've already devoted my life to this, and progress is not going to come. Well, what makes me continue is, like I said, I just enjoy the journey. Working out, exercising, doing a specific exercise, weight, set, and rep. That's why I wake up and live for. That's what gives me the body I want to have and I'm blessed to have. That's what makes me lift the weights I want to lift, for the reps I want to lift, for the exercise I'm doing it. I just enjoy the process itself. And why I stay natural? Well, I've been blessed to achieve a lot natural. I've been blessed to achieve more than I ever thought I would naturally, but I did it. And I'm learning all ways of training. I'm still learning even at this point. I enjoy learning all ways of training. I enjoy getting myself out of a rut, and doing that naturally is an icing of the cake because not many people can say they're doing it naturally. Or not many people could say, even at their stage, they're still doing it naturally. Like my 450-pound bench press. My 450-pound raw bench press, close grip. That was Halloween 2022, October 2022, not too far back. And I was 30 years old. It's the age I am now. And that's only like more so 2, 3 months ago, almost 3 months ago. And that's really far my journey to make a PR. I could have gotten 500 if I continued to push, but that would mean pushing more body weight, adding more fat I'm not willing to add. And I have all the time in the world to still make progress, naturally, even at a lighter body weight. No, you don't have to be fat to be strong. I wasn't fat and strong most of my career. And I'm not even that fat now. But I'm not the best I looked now, but I'm looking better than I have lately, and I'm proud of it. And I'm not against steroid use. Don't think I am. I follow a lot of steroid users. I'm friends with a lot of steroid users. In fact, I'd even the first people I ever followed in fitness were steroid users. In fact, I didn't even know if I was going to take them. I was like, okay, I'm going to see how far I could go naturally. And if I take steroids to be the best, so be it. And take whatever consequence that comes with it. But since I proved to myself I've done very well naturally and could achieve anything naturally, what's the point of using steroids for me? Yes, I could get more followers. Yes, I could make more money, which is probably none because, let's to be fair, almost nobody makes money in the fitness industry. Almost nobody, even the steroid users with the big following, with the big lifts, and every accolade, they're not making money. Almost nobody on steroids makes money. Period. End of story. You'll just make more than if you're natural. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger was the first thing that happened. That's why he made money. And modern day Arnold Schwarzenegger is Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who lies about steroid use. So even if he was honest, he would still have fans. And those are once in a lifetime things. Like I said, and what makes me not give up? Yes, I enjoy the process. I just enjoy training. I Nothing I don't like about training. This is what my livelihood, and I'm not gonna give up because of a goal. I'm gonna if I'm granted the opportunity to still train, granted the opportunity to still have a good physique to my liking, strength to my liking, I'm not gonna give up training because of a goal. Like I said, I enjoy the process. This is my passion. This is my love. This is my everything. The lifestyle. It's been good to me for my mental and my physical. And that is what keeps me going, even at my stage. Even if I'm not in my prime, even if I'm not making money off this, this is passion. And yeah, this is yeah, like I said, I could just go take steroids and cheat, and it'll just prove the same story. In fact, it'll just say even more that, in fact, who knows? Maybe I could just take steroids. Yeah, I'll get stronger. Yeah, I'll probably be a borderline freak that I already am naturally. Even though I'm not a freak naturally anymore because of the tested powerlifters we see today, I ain't squat compared to them. But I could also be the steroid lifter that becomes impressive naturally. I mean, becomes impressive on steroids, gets more follower, gets more fame, but still not making money. Or I could just be so good naturally that steroids won't make a difference and I still won't be the best on steroids. And then I get career ending injury. And what you have to do to get the steroids, and then I probably have a bad reaction. I freaking die before I get to enjoy the accolades or die on the way, and it wouldn't be worth it for me. Other people have better uh, reaction to the negative side effects. I'm not one of them, and I wouldn't be one of them, and I still wouldn't be the best. And so it's just pros and cons, man. And this is a long enough video, and I'm gonna peace out and maybe end this little with a little physique post so you can see what I look like now. And okay, just just holding up pretty well. This is me now. This is 16 years of work. You saw my beginning, my humble beginning. 16 years, not bad. In fact, I'll take off the shirt for you. Look at that. Not so bad. 270. How many naturals that are 6'1", 270 with all the beat up and injuries look like this? Not many. You can see visible abs. You can see striations of muscle. Not even in my prime. I'm 30. Still getting better. This shoulder back. I'm not a bodybuilder, just fitness enthusiast. And I'm out. Peace out.